Well, hi there, and welcome to our Sunday Song Time here on a great Canadian winter Sunday morning in 2024, January. Yes, got my sweater on. I've already been out shoveling snow this week. Perhaps you have too. And by the way, a Canadian winter is not the kindest to acoustic musical instruments. Yes, my 12-string guitar, it was buzzing in a couple of different places this morning. So, well, humidity or lack of. So I've got to maybe bring it into the shop. However, I have some brand new strings on my 6-string guitar. So yes, we're going to make this sing today. Oh, speaking of being in the shop, I mentioned, some of you will remember that I had my cataract surgery done. Yes, back at the end of last year. And I had my new glasses on, but they were starting to look a little wonky. Now, what I mean is, from my perspective, you got to look from this perspective, so wonky it maybe always is, I don't know. But anyway, yes, my eyes hadn't stopped adjusting, so we've had to make some adjustments on my glasses, so they're in the shop too. I have my $2.50 glasses here, and so I think we'll be all right. Okay. Got a song for you, and my friends Len and Joan Habermill introduced me to this, done by Scottish Canadian. Yes, because he was actually born in Scotland, Glasgow, Scotland. But when he was around 10 years of age, John McDermott came with his family to Canada. Yes, great Scottish Canadian tenor, John McDermott. I'll do my best to sound like him, but you're probably already thinking, good luck with that. Well, there's only one John McDermott. And so, like I always say, look it up on YouTube, John McDermott, and this song called Shelter Me. And you'll see and hear what it's supposed to sound like. By the way, if you ever get to meet John McDermott or ever have a chat with him, boy, what a really decent human being. But anyway, want to do this song. And when I first heard it, I thought to myself, wow, this must be some old hymn that I wasn't familiar with. And so I looked it up, and it's not that old. No, it's actually from this century, the early part of it, around 2005. Bruce Carrol wrote this song. But like I say, John McDermott does such a beautiful job on it. And the song called Shelter Me. And the idea of, finding shelter. Well, for instance, in a storm, right? Here in Canada, got to put on our winter clothing. Got to have a roof over our heads, some heat in a furnace somewhere, and maybe a hot bowl of soup or something. But I was also thinking about the storms. Well, we see them right now as we look all over the globe right now. And I'm not just talking about physical storms. No, the wars that are going on, and just the angry. Well, we look around and we think, boy, why can't we just live in peace in this world? We are what we are. And someday the Prince of Peace is coming. And I don't know if you're a student at all of Bible prophecy. And by the way, I never claim to know everything. Some people really, they think they have it all lined up. But no, it's still lots of mystery there. But as we look out over our world and some of the things that, particularly Jesus said, and what the world would be like not too long before he returned, some of the prophets, especially from the Old Testament, some of the things they said, well, you look out over the world and you think, hey, is a storm coming? Is a storm coming? And then not just over the world, but, our own lives. It's still January 2024. You and I don't know what personal storms may still come in our lives, maybe this year or maybe in the next couple. We need shelter. We need shelter. And so this song is kind of a prayer. And like I say, you may not know it because I didn't when I first heard it. But give it a listen. Maybe make it your prayer as well. Yes, it's called Shelter Me. When I cannot close my eyes and the night goes on, troubles taunt on every side. afraid, and my doubt is strong. Shelter me, shelter me. Let the thought of your compassion be my strength. Prince of Peace, shelter me from the tempest of my unbelief. Mighty God who calmed the sea, come and shelter me. Do your promises still stand? Does your mercy cease? By the power of your hand, come and shelter me. Shelter me, shelter me. Let the thought of your compassion be my strength. Prince of Peace, shelter me from the tempest of my unbelief. Mighty God, who calmed the sea, come and shelter me. Shelter me. Yeah, like I say, John McDermott doing that song. Do you know the Bible is filled with all kinds of examples, all kinds of places where people find shelter, either from physical storms or just the storms of life, and they find shelter in the Lord. They find shelter in God. And I thought I would just pick one of the spots, Psalm 46, where it says, God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way, and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam, and the mountains quake with their surging. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God. Now we're speaking about that new heavens and new earth, that new Jerusalem someday, the holy place where the Most High dwells. Yes, God is within her. She will not fall. God will help her at break of day. And you know, I think it might even be worth saying, listen, if God is within you, hey, by the way, he comes there at our invitation, right? We receive him. We receive Christ. His Holy Spirit lives in us when we put our faith and trust in him. Well, if that's you, I'd like to say you will not fall either. Oh, you might stumble. All of us do. But no, God will help you at break of day. Verse 6 says that nations are in uproar. Kingdoms fall. Our nation's not in uproar. And you know what? If we're honest, you and I are hoping some of these kingdoms actually do fall. Well, you know, people who are just, I don't know, why do you go and try and take somebody else's land? I mean, the earth is big enough, and it belongs to God anyway. Boy, if we could find a way to live in peace. Well, someday, when the Prince of Peace comes, I suppose, because, well, we are what we are. But we do our best, don't we? You and I? Yeah, you do your best. You do your best to bring peace wherever the Lord calls you. God lifts his voice, the earth melts. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. There's your shelter right there. Verse 10 says, be still and know that I am God. In fact, the verse even begins with the word he says. He says, be still and know that I'm God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord Almighty is with us. May you find that strength and shelter in whatever storms of life come your way. And yeah, those nights, the nights that go on and things still taunt you and you do a bit of tossing and turning even. Turn to God and let Him be your shelter even when the doubts get a little strong. All right. Well, may the Lord bless you here on this Sunday morning and every day. Bye-bye for now.